you capping, talking sauce, do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bucked and prime. Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bucked and prime. Well, hello, who's next? Are you capping, talking sauce, do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bucked and prime.
Yo, what's going on? It's your guys, Buffed and Prime, CT the Fan, T Cal. What's good, bro?
You tell me what we got.
Man, we here with the final thoughts. Colorado versus Georgia Tech. Man, boy, it got rough at the end. It got real rough. Devastating. We watched the all 22 breakdown. Hey, check out, tap into Patreon. Salute everybody in Patreon. You was there. I texted you, Cal. I said, bro, you're right. I understand why you say I have to wait till you see the all 22 before you say anything.
Completely different story. I told somebody that yesterday.
Different story.
Without all 22, that's like me asking you a question to a math problem and only giving you half of the actual problem and you trying to answer it. Like you can't truly give an assessment without answering it. That's why people that don't evaluate all 22, I can't listen to Stephen A. Smith. Like you don't know football, period, but you have no idea what's going on. So that's why you join Patreon. Link in the description of this video. Every video that we do, it's in the bio, or you just go to Patreon and search Buffed and Prime. Real simple. Buffed and Prime. Search it on Patreon. Will pop up. We do. This is the original. Before we got over 1,000 posts in there. If you're in Patreon, you get the raw all 22 film, so you can actually just watch it on your own, which we always post before we do our review, so the people that want to watch it can, get a feel before we do it. But then we do the review, and I'm not gonna stop saying it. It's content you can't get anywhere else. Like you're seeing the game from a point of view that you cannot see anywhere else. And if you really enjoy it, everything you've seen in the game is everything that I said was going to happen.
Oh, man, devastating. That's true. Everything.
That was weird. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, you was frozen.
Which is pretty crazy. But yeah, everything I said was going to happen. So yeah, appreciate everybody in Patreon, all of our subs.
Yes, man. Hey,
morning. What's up? 11 a.m.
Sean.
What's up? We'll get to that.
Pump your brakes. Yes, salute.
What's good, Mike G? We haven't played in this year's college football. I don't like the game, so that's fine. Very good. What's good, Bit? Finally make it back and alive. I tap into X from time to time. Stay away from X. I got a time limit on my phone now to where I can't be on it for. It's a scary place.
Yeah.
Yes, but and also no. Georgia Tech missed Georgia Tech missed a lot of opportunities. That game could have been very, very ugly.
Yeah.
What's up?
Swank was good.
Yeah, that's you saw that. That's the crazy part. It's a weird freeze. Very weird freeze. Portland, appreciate you.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Swank, that was good.
Make the deal so we can get this shit. Yeah, that's Malachi Tony. I'm about to watch him. I get all 22 of everybody. So
yeah,
I got it. All 22 of Delaware last game. That's not public. There's nowhere public you can get it, but we're gonna show it in Patreon. We always do. Come on, it's Scout Week. Sean, you in Patreon. You know what time it is. What's up? What's up?
Salute, Marty.
Someone got demoted. It's been very quiet. Who got demoted? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Watching you, Lando. Can't get this content anywhere else. I stopped myself from making assumptions. I was like, I'm just going to wait on the all 22, T-Count, CT, break it down, and I'm ready to, I'm here.
Yeah, I got a live screen that game. You talking to talk. I wouldn't see it.
Colton leaving had zero to do with money. Zero to do with money. Am I a crash out for this? I'm more concerned about the D-line than the O-line. I've said that since day one, and you look through our YouTube comments. Are you dumb? We had the most sacks in the Big 12. It's
Malachi Kearney should be not allowed to be back in Boulder ever.
Yeah, he did bad things.
My
But it's just
God.
crazy to me, like all Georgia Tech week, there's Colorado fans in the comments. I know you're fans, but it's well, look at Georgia Tech last year. They only had this many yards against such and such. And look at this last year. And then look how many sacks Colorado had last year. But they didn't want to hear that when people were saying that about Colorado last year and saying, oh, you were 4-8 the year before. They're like, no, but this is a new year. You can't compare last year. Like, you can't just keep it consistent. Like, this is the year you have to pay attention to. Don't know why they put out that clip of Coach Hart saying that their O-line was soft. Their O-line dominated Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Dominated. The only one
Message
on the D-line
received.
that didn't get dominated was Keaton Wade.
Everybody
else dominated.
Heck of a game, Keaton.
Dominated.
Heck of a game.
Ooh. Yeah, the bag was not why Colton left, but it's why another player tried to leave and stopped showing up. Yeah. What's up? What's good?
It was good. We tapped in.
Class in session, yeah.
What's up, Kev?
The defensive all-22 was rough. It was rough. Yeah, there's weapons. Everybody watched the Iowa State Kansas State game and said, yeah, there's nobody in the Big 12. There's teams in the Big 12. Like the Texas Techs. I know me, Solo, Dez, we told people about TCU. Like TCU. Everyone's like, look what they did last year.
Yeah, well, Belichick fouled out.
DJ had a solid pick. I personally wouldn't call it dope. It's cover 2, missed the reroute, pass interference on the out route. He dove for it like that. Like he made a good play. He
showed a little effort. He got that. Yeah, he dove for it.
Yeah. What's good?
Super Blue blackout.
Bill Belichick and Arch Manning taking away the pressure from Dion in the bus. I like it.
Yeah, it got ugly.
He didn't look injured. He may be now. That was a rep I saw. You know what player? Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about before. Yeah, I've been saying like the D line is the most concerning for me. Like, yeah, you got edge rushers, but DT, like, no, we got the best defensive player in the entire portal. Okay.
Yeah, well,
and you know what they say? If it ain't on Bips list, it don't matter.
I like that.
So what's up?
What's good?
Yeah. There's the crashes. I know a crash when I see one.
Yeah, it's key.
Tech. Is it too late to get an HG back? Brandon Davis Swain. I'd say he has the most potential out of everyone in the interior room.
Mm-hmm.
Best pass rusher for sure out of the DTs, but he has to get more discipline. He was doing his own thing sometimes, getting out of his gap. And shoot, some plays. He had one play where he had a really good anchor against a double team, and the other times he was going for a walk. So, but he's young, freshman, but I think he has the most potential.
Yeah, you can see the talent. Yeah. If they could coach him up, he gonna be something.
Kobe Stewart, Clev Lubin, there's guys out there. Malachi Kearney.
Let's not even talk about him.
Yeah. Nobody likes Reason, man.
We talk about Kearney.
Yeah, highlights not consistent. Gap integrity. They don't gotta listen to me. I'm just here. Splash Network said, my thing is, if you scared to tackle, get off the field. You know that's something I agree with.
Facts. What are you doing on the field? You ain't doing your job from a defense.
Yeah, Coach Hart gave GTO line a belt to beat CU. Yeah,
he ain't gonna have a good all-22 session.
He unfortunately didn't. Ben was lost back there. He had a good tackle. I think it was on Hosley, like a really good tackle. Like he has some good tools, but as far as understanding the game and it's not there. He was lost. They said the Coach Hart video was one from last year. Why would he be talking about Georgia Tech last year? Or was he talking about a different offensive line? I don't know. Don't matter to me. How did Hughes and French look? Rough. CT, you got some questions? How we
Yeah,
going?
man. I think Hughes and French, boy. So we're gonna start off with good, the bad, the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do player first. Give me the good player, bad player, and a player that got ugly for.
Only person I can truly say did good, like stood out on defense, Keaton Wade. That's it.
What'd you see from
Keaton
Keaton
Wade.
Wade to give him the good? Yeah.
On offense, Michael Welch, Caden Salter. And yeah, Michael Welch, Caden Salter. Jordan Seaton was good in the pass game, but he had some rough run reps. Not being able to move guys. Looked like he was lost on some plays. Like he's pulling outside of the tight end. If that was the play design, it's a bad play design because it just made zero sense in the scheme and ended up being tackles for loss. So those are the good: Salter, Michael Welch, and Keaton Wade. The bad, kind of tough on the bad. I mean, everybody on the line was getting abused at some point. Like it was rough. Like Georgia Tech's D line killed them. And even though it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, you know who went crazy for Georgia Tech, CT?
Manley.
Braden Manley.
Manley.
He was disrupting a lot, man. Disrupting a lot. So I'd say bad offensive line, just as a whole. Mm-hmm. Bad on defense. Tackling. It was bad tackling on defense. Ugly, the defense. Ugly on offense. I don't think I have any ugly on offense. No, I don't have any ugly on offense. I do not. Trackhawk, he did what he was supposed to do with his reps, but do I like Wade playing against the run? This is why you come on Patreon and watch the all 22, and we'll probably drop the defense tomorrow. We'll probably drop the offense tomorrow. Keaton Wade was by himself, just by himself.
You talking possibly Big 12? Yeah, Keaton Wade is.
Yeah,
boy.
Keaton Wade was by himself. Nobody was close to how Keaton Wade played. I think this is Zach Atkins was not being utilized the right way. He should be a security blanket for Salter, and they need to use him as a fullback also. I think he was used pretty solid. I think he was used as a security blanket. They was getting the ball out some of the flats. I think people need to. I think we need to drop the offense tonight because I think people are misremembering and not seeing what actually happened. He had some bad run blocks. I think I saw a couple good ones, but there were some bad run blocks as well. Delaware will pull out an upset if CU doesn't get it together. I wonder who said that.
Like they got to get it together.
It's April, and it's funny because when I said when we did the schedule that I think Delaware can beat Colorado, I said that in the scouting report that I gave to Coach Prime in Livingston. Like they're like, you're a hater. Well, I gave it to them. Like, and what people don't understand. It's any given. You can lose to anybody, right? You can beat anybody, but certain things have to happen in order for those to happen. I've seen people say, "Oh, you're setting it up perfect, playing both sides of the fence." No, that's football. I'm not on here to be a hot take guy. I'm telling you what needs to happen for a team to win, and what if they don't do and execute, what will cause them to lose. That's football. We're here to talk football. Yeah, people go off PFF for sure.
Oh God.
Those 2 times we had them on third long, Tayon Parker or one of the cornerbacks committed a penalty. That is true. No, overall, no. The offense, I think, is significantly better. Like I think the offense is ready. I really like how the offense looks. Yeah, I know people don't watch film.
They don't.
D'Iro was good.
It was good, fam.
Yeah. And I like Preston Hodge played solid. DJ played solid as far as not giving up big plays, had some missed tackles, and some not really want to tackle. Low key, the game manager, I'm going to stop right there. That low key should not be in there. That's since Coach Prime got to Colorado, the game management has been horrific. It's been terrible. And what they did, which I liked, I like it because I know he's that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Preston Hodge played safety that game.
Yeah, saw that. Yeah, I saw it. All 22
We watched
in the
all
game.
the
No,
we've never seen him practice at safety. You know
that was
why
nice
he plays safety?
because
He knows what everybody on the field is doing.
and you can see that.
And Preston hits. Like I love that, especially, and I got even more love for it because I played corner, nickel, and safety all in the same season. So I understand that's so valuable to NFL teams when you got a Tyrann Mathieu,
Right,
safety, nickel, corner, as far as a skill set. But yeah, safety is going to be an issue, man.
Shout out to Preston Hodge because even in all 22, you was like, look at him communicating. He told the other cornerback, "Stay over there or take this guy. I got this." Even the message wasn't received, but you can see he's out there being a field general.
Dang, why didn't they just give you a remote position? That's for them to answer, but that's not something that interests me any longer. I think the linebacker it's a catch-22. I think the linebackers did good with not falling for the pull fakes, but they were still slow. They just didn't get to where they needed to. I think our offensive struggles are due to cohesion. Agreed. But Pat needs to get our playmakers some targets early. I can agree with that as well.
Yeah, I would love to see Trackhawk get the ball out of the backfield.
And we talked about that in the pregame. I said, find creative ways for him to get touches. I said, but also give him the same touches you're going to give Micah. Like, give him the regular run play.
Yeah.
Don't just use him as a gadget guy. Like,
Facts.
Give him the same stuff. You've been calling defense out all year, and they literally showed how lost they were. I've been saying it since the well-off. People are like, oh, they're not showing everything in the well-off. I don't need to see everything. I just need to see 3 players on the play. And I can tell you what coverage they're most likely in, what front they're in, who has what. And it wasn't the tackling. That's practice.
In the safeties.
So much. And not when they're actually tackling. I'm talking about when they're just in helmets, how they're fitting up, how guys are finishing. The best tackler out of those safeties, as far as fitting up and stuff, is Ben Finniseth. Like, he has the best form. Another big thing that Colorado has an issue with is they, as a defense, as a team, do not understand leverages. They don't understand when the ball gets out here, I need to be outside of my block no matter what. I need to be inside. There's a lot. Like, Georgia Tech had the 3 turnovers. Even with the 3 turnovers, they should have won by 17.
Right.
Like, they had a lot of missed opportunities. You take the 3 turnovers away, and it looks like Oregon. Yeah. Salter never turned the ball over. He had a throw that could have been, though. Let me address the second part. Should Juju get some reps? No. What do you think Salter needs to be better at this week? Nothing. I think he needs to just continue to play, and everything's naturally going to. And I had said after the game, I felt like, he was trying to prove he can throw, and he wasn't. He was not trying to prove that he could throw. Oh, man. Salter was being who Salter is. I had a conversation with someone on Twitter this morning, so I'll be off of it. They said K-Salt needs to just be K-Salt. But then you watch the film. Nobody's watched more Caden Salter film than me. Like, I've seen every single throw he's had in the past 2 years at Liberty. The plays, like the DeKalen Taylor, where DeKalen was still supposed to go vertical, that's what he did. That's who he is. He's that playmaker. That 70-yard bomb to Draylon that should have probably been a touchdown, that is who he is. And they were like, well, he needs to just be K-Salt and be a playmaker. I'm saying, okay, so you want him to scramble for a 4-yard gain and not get the 70-yard touchdown. But the 4-yard gain's the playmaker? No. In the perfect analogy I said is that's like a coach telling Barry Sanders just run through the gap.
Yeah, no. You tell Barry Sanders you gonna be a football player.
Just because he gets a negative
Trust your
play.
instincts. Yeah.
Barry Sanders has the most negative rushing yards in NFL history.
Right.
Also the best running back in it. Some things come with the territory when you're a playmaker, when you're that guy. You can coach everybody fairly, but you don't coach them equally. You're not gonna get mad at Barry Sanders for doing a run that you're gonna get mad at Derrick Henry for. Like Derrick Henry, you don't need to be dancing back there. Barry, go do what you do.
Facts.
I know. No NFL experience. What we got? What's the next question?
Well, I was gonna say, after having a few days to process the game, what is your single biggest takeaway, positive or negative? Or you could give me a positive and a negative.
Biggest negative, they don't defensively chicken with their head cut off. Like there's no positive about what happened defensively. The only positive is they primarily played cover 3.
Oh,
so not give up those big plays to the receivers. Outside of that, D-line, no gap integrity. Linebackers, no gap integrity. Secondary, can't tackle. Don't want to tackle. Don't know how to fit their leverages. It was just bad. Biggest positive, after watching the All-20, at first I said Pat Shurmur had a B. After watching the All-22, B+. That's the biggest takeaway. He called a great game. Like a fantastic game.
Wow.
I was so impressed with the game he called. Watching the All-22, I think they're like maybe most, and we'll do it tonight. We'll do a live premiere. There were maybe 3 plays that I saw that I was like, not a fan of those. But the rest of them, and what people don't understand about a lot of the plays, they're saying you're throwing screens and stuff. They were RPO plays. So they're going to run the ball if the look is there. If that look isn't there, then we're going to pass. And they got great yards passing to the flats to Zach Atkins and those. So, yeah, those are mine. What are yours?
Mine is my biggest negative. I'm worried about the secondary. I think, we was doing all 22 defensive breakdown, and I'm like, man, that's safety. And you keep saying, like, you're already 15 yards back. Like, stop
my God,
walking
I forgot about
back.
That. Please don't
stop walking back.
Don't.
I mean, he was like completely like out of the play. And about time he got to somewhere, it was already over. And I just feel like I saw you making personnel changes, but I feel like they should have adjusted that, said, hey. So that was my biggest negative about it.
I'm glad you brought that up because that frustrates me. What I see on the field is what you coach players to do or allow players to do. If you're coaching players to your free safety to be 15 yards back and backpedal, you're wrong. If you're allowing them to do that, you're also wrong. There's no, in the D coordinator is the safety coach.
Right.
Like you cannot do that. He was complete. Carter Stoutmeyer, free safety, was taking himself out of the play. Like
out of the plays. Out.
You could have played with 10 people.
Facts.
And it would have been the same. Like they got to teach him. And this is something that Shiloh was doing last year that I coached him on and told him, stop doing that. And the other problem with it, it causes more missed tackles.
Right.
Because you're having so much space. And then when you have that much space, you have a tendency to wait. So the ball's coming and you're stopping, waiting. Now the guy gets to do whatever. The easier tackles are the closer tackles. Like if I get to meet somebody in the hole, you can't run this way, you can't run that way. It's me and you. I'm making that 10 times out of 10. If it's wide open space and you have 15 yards, oh, hell could break loose. Like there's no telling what's going to happen. So that's definitely a huge thing that needs to get corrected in this next game. But I'm glad you brought that up.
Man, it looked bad in that All-22. Didn't even see the guy. I was like, oh my God. And my biggest positive, we ran the ball. Boy, did we run the ball. I mean, man, I couldn't say it enough. It was phenomenal to see us legit. It was 31-29. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better balanced offense. I mean, I thought Only thing I complain about is give Trackhawk more carries out the backfield. But besides that, we ran the ball. Most rushing yards probably since Brian's been here, really.
And that's without great run blocking. Like some plays, there was really good run blocking, but it wasn't consistent enough for me. There were some really bad, like the Georgia Tech D tackle was throwing people like it was. They was
don't run the RPO to Manley.
But yeah,
he has the
run
ability.
anything to Manley. Hell of a game.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I think Preston and Keaton Wade best on defense.
Yeah, they got some dogs. Preston, yeah. Shout out to Preston.
Best on defense.
Safety, crazy.
And would you keep Preston at safety going forward? With Preston, what I would do is I would change his position based on the game. That if we're in a team that's going to be, passing, or they like passing up the seams, I'm putting them at free safety. If it's a team that's going to be running a lot, I need you in the box, whether it be a star or strong safety, I need you fitting. If it's a team that has an elite receiver and they're going to be throwing, Georgia Tech didn't even run the receivers on routes.
No.
Like, they might have ran like 10 routes the entire game. They did not run them on routes. If it's a team with a top receiver and the team's throwing, I need you playing outside corner. That's how I'd use him, and that's what I think is great for his draft stock, is wherever their strength is, I'm putting you there.
Facts.
All right. What's the next one?
The defense forced 3 consecutive turnovers, but the offense only managed to score 7 points. How much of an impact did that have in the game?
It had a huge impact because momentum is a huge factor. And they weren't in the red zone, so it doesn't technically count as a 14-point swing. But what a 14-point swing is when you have the chance to score, to get 7 points, other team takes the ball away, or you give the ball to them, and then they score. So that's a 14-point swing. So instead of being 7-0, it's now 0-7. So think of a number line.
Right.
And say the score is 10-21. Instead of you making it 17-21, now it's 10-28. Like, those have a huge impact. So you had 2 of those that could have been potentially 14-point swings to start, and you lose them. And now, even though they had the giveaways, now the momentum's on them. It's like, man, we're playing this bad and they still can't beat us. So now Georgia Tech feeling good. Georgia Tech like, hey, let's get in our bag. And I heard the halftime speech from the Georgia Tech coach. Love what he said. They had those turnovers, and he said, hey, great job playing the next play. That means is you have to have a short-term memory. You can't let the last play, whether good or bad, affect you on the next play. And you have some coaches that they go into halftime, they just be cussing their players out. It's like, hey, that happened. There's nothing we can do about that now. We know what we did wrong. And especially, they didn't even do anything wrong. That's the other part, is it was just a bad snap, slippery ball. And then got away with the pass interference on that interception. But he was like, hey, let's just keep moving forward. That half's gone. Let's keep doing what we do. Let's play these last 30 minutes. So, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, they definitely showed up. I mean, I thought it had a big difference. Like you said, with the momentum, you 3 straight turnovers. I mean, this game could have went completely different. And I just thought it was a waste of an opportunity. And then you never, in Georgia, like you said, Georgia Tech's like, well, they're not scoring, so we don't have to change anything. You're not applying pressure. We can keep our same offense, our game plan. Like, we come out, we're just gonna run, like, no pressure from it. So, yeah.
Did you notice Terrence Love was in on the last drive? Yeah, I mean, they were rotating guys at safety. They're trying to find somebody that could play safety at that point. That's what it was. I agree. Defense took 3 steps back. It was rough. It was rough. Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, and it was deleted after I tweeted about it. And exactly what I tweeted about, we saw on film, with them they're having the quarterback player who's responsible for the quarterback and the read option looking at too much and trying to do 2 things. So the court, like, if you guys, I mean, you're gonna see when you watch the all 22 when we post it, and we're not doing this just. I mean, we may do some more in the future, just because I had gloves on last year to protect the team, to protect feelings and things like that. It's none of that this year. Like, I'm gonna pull the receipts and show.
Gotta be held accountable.
The
Standard is the standard.
Yeah. We might as well today too post the Georgia Tech scout that we did that people didn't get to see.
Standard is the standard.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty crazy one for certain. How many targets to Sincere? I think one. Appreciate you. Salter needs to run more. I don't think so. There's maybe 2 times that I thought he should have ran, but outside of that, he's throwing the ball. Like, he's
trying to get them
doing
touchdowns.
what's supposed to be done. Yeah. I don't think Draylon realized it either. I don't think so. Shermer definitely should have been in the box. The best place for your offensive coordinator is in the box. Cannot be a better place. Appreciate you becoming a YouTube member, K. Daniel.
Salute. Tap on into Patreon, K. Daniel. It's different in there for sure.
You know, that's the least of my worries this year. The least. Georgia Tech had 27 seniors. I'm not sure, like, what that is.
Yeah.
He had a terrible game because everything that happens with the defense is on you. I don't think it was a terrible, like, overall play call, but the way I said in April how to stop Haynes King on those quarterback power runs. I said in August how to stop Haynes King on the quarterback power runs. We did videos on how to stop Haynes King specifically on the quarterback power runs. The dagger in the game-winning touchdown, was the exact quarterback power run that we put in his YouTube breakdown that we had tweeted before the game, and I said exactly how to stop it. So not only that, I met personally with Robert Livingston in April and got on the whiteboard with him and said, this is what I think you guys should do versus the quarterback power. You guys did it in Cincinnati. You need to spill the first guys because he doesn't want to run outside. He's only looking to cut up and then have your backside linebacker scrape all the way over the top. Now, me, I'm a nobody. So I understand that you're not listening to me, but, you know, you gotta figure something out. They didn't figure nothing out. Haynes King ran for 1,000 yards. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, we got ugly. So CU has 38 seniors. That's a lot. Oh, you talking about the Georgia game? I'm most likely gonna be there.
So D Will.
I'm gonna just be honest with that. That didn't happen. Rushing around free LeJontay on the other side. That was never a part of the scheme.
Boy, that's wow. That's a wild take right there.
I didn't pay too much attention to RJ specifically, but he had some missed tackles. Look lost. Why does Colorado Hall of Fame coaching staff seem like they don't know the game of football?
Just because you played it don't mean you could teach it.
I don't know.
Coaching ain't for everybody.
Appreciate the super chat, Navy. TCAT wasn't Preston Hodge free safety at Liberty. No, he played corner. He played some nickel, but he was primarily playing corner. His final year at Liberty was like all corner. His year before, he was playing some nickel. And I watched a ton of his games at Liberty. He was ranked in the portal and stuff as a safety. Like, people were saying, oh, he's playing, but again, they don't watch film. They do not watch film.
He's not. Yeah.
What else we got? How did Byard look? He had one good rundown play. I think there were some other negative plays. I only remember one play thinking, okay, this is really good. Ben Finnis, he was lost out there. They had to get him out the game.
Yeah. When you watched all 22, you'll see.
Yeah. They had to get him out
It's
the game.
just completely different games watching game film and all 22. It's just completely different.
Salter didn't turn the ball over, but multiple 3-and-outs had the same result as turnovers. Were there multiple 3-and-outs? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. I know they got stopped on 3rd down, but I don't know how many 3-and-outs there were. No.
Right.
So he keeps saying that. Yeah, Xavier Hill had a rough game.
Mm-hmm.
He had a rough game. Should Xavier Hill be starting at right tackle instead of left guard? Would that not bring more balance to the offensive line? I don't think he moves as well as a right tackle as he
Got
does.
Xavier Hill breakdown and
there's Des
on the channel.
This is our O-line D-line scout for Bips list. It's the guy who until I see otherwise, the best defensive tackle in college football at Navy.
Landon Robinson.
Colorado rotated 24 players defensively.
They got desperate in the end in the 4th quarter. I don't even know who this is.
Yeah. All monies is not good monies.
Facts.
For sure. Nah. There's things more important to me than money.
Yeah. Freedom.
Yeah, exactly. And I have enough money. If I didn't have as much money as I have now, I'd still have enough money. I value my freedom. Yeah, you two be tripping that now.
Yeah, man, Alex.
Haynes King should be in the Heisman race. And he missed some throws. Like, he did not play well.
Yeah, boy.
He did have some good ones, though. He was throwing those pitches on time.
He missed some touchdowns. That game could have got ugly, boy.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could have got bad.
Maybe he did. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Yeah. Ignore Dez and Patreon. One of the accounts to watch out for. He's a troll. Terrence has been the worst looking safety in the videos, in my opinion. He kind of runs like a puppy with no control over his body. I haven't watched much of that. Takes awful angles. Yeah, I haven't watched too much other than what we've seen on YouTube. Why aren't people talking about CP leaving 2 timeouts on the board? Because people are scared to critique him. It's like they're scared to critique his sons. They're scared of the backlash, scared of not getting access to the team. Me not scared.
Yeah, we all.
Ain't nothing you can do to affect what I got going. So we gonna keep it a buck over here.
All right, I got a question for you though.
Mm-hmm.
So, because a lot of heat, Twitter was on fire about this. How would you grade the debut performance of Salter and Pat? Did what you see change your opinion on what the offense can be this season?
The performance of Caden Salter and Pat Shurmur changed my opinion on how many games Colorado can win this season.
Oh, please elaborate.
Yeah, because I came in expecting 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not seeing much different than that from the defense. But if the offense can score, can control the clock, because we're seeing that they're able to run. Now, Pat, you ran some new run plays and stuff, but me, I'm hip now. Like, I see it. The GT power, the CT power. I've seen it now. I've seen the formations. So make sure you continue to grow on that, which you played in the league. You coached in the NFL. Like, you were going against D coordinators. So I know he knows how to do that. But I think the offense can control games to win. The reason Colorado won 9 games last year was the defense. Right. Outside North Dakota State.
Right.
North Dakota State being the only one. Outside of that, the defense was why they won 9 games. This year, if they're going to win more than 5, it's going to be because of the offense. What about you? How did you feel about those?
K Salter, I have no turnovers. I love the way he stepped up the pocket. I love the way he voiced, like, it comes natural. His ability to voice sacks, extend the plays. I get it. Like you said, it was
Great pocket presence. Great.
yeah, like he could just like you know what I'm saying. He keeps looking downfield.
Mhm.
Like he's playing. He is the K Salter that we saw in the breakdowns. Like he plays. I'm always want the $100 bill. Like I'm playing to win the game, buddy. I'm not playing for this 4 yards first
Mhm.
down. If the touchdown's there, let's go get it. Once he get in sync with the receivers, I mean, there's no preseason game in college football.
Exactly.
So you had to figure it's gonna be. But all and on top of that, you got all this pressure. People calling for Juju and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you guys act like the dude went out and had an Archie game or something. Like he
Mhm.
threw 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Like it's crazy. Like it's and then Pat, look, hey, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you
hold on.
guys are
I gotta
mad at.
stop you real quick because this irritates me. I hate hypocrisy. I hate picking and choosing, and I hate when people play politics. If you weren't critiquing Shador last year, I don't want to hear a word out of your mouth about Caden Salter. Simple.
That's that.
Media channels included, because
Mhm.
they're so comfortable talking about Salter, but never said a single thing about Shador.
Right.
Not one thing. I was saying it, and it's film based.
Right.
And
That's
then
what's on
other,
film.
but now he's gone. Now, okay, now
Now,
we really get to
critique
get
the
started.
quarterback position.
Like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's being a sucker. Anybody that's saying stuff now about Salter but didn't say it last year, you a sucker. Keep it a buck. But continue with your thoughts.
Pat, look, I think they mad at the wrong coordinator. We ran the ball. You got after it. You seen the run schemes. It looked like you guys was practicing and running the ball. Only thing, Pat, man, give other backs some carries. I can't. I'm excited to see when Dallin comes back. Because Dallin's like, hey, you hit Dallin at the 2, he gonna carry you for another 3 or 4 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. Please don't UCF me. And what I mean by UCF me, don't show me this running game and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't think
you
so.
are the OC. Hey, let's keep it. Let's keep the running game going. Let's go. And all the hate you get on Twitter, man, look, you a balanced offense. We never had this many carries. Love it.
Yep. I loved it. Like I was very impressed. Need to clip that. They know who they are. And we had covered that, and we'll go answer some more. Hey, yeah, I'm not going, man. I'm not going.
Yeah, that's fact.
No one. The only critique at times was he's holding the ball. That's it.
Too long.
Else was, oh, it's the O-line's fault. Oh, it's the offensive coordinator's fault. Oh, it's the option route's fault. It was everything else. But
Right.
then Caden Salter in his first game, who played great, by the way, if you know what you're looking at, it's, oh, no, he's trash. He's it. Put Juju in. Ain't nobody say put Staub in. Like just keep it the same, man. Don't and it's fine to critique the players. That's absolutely
Let
fine.
the standard be the
All
standard,
players.
right?
Standard's the standard. Don't
That's the standard.
just critique certain players, but then be scared to. I don't like that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Let me catch up on some of these questions.
Yeah, boy, I'm 200 deep in there.
Hey, and while y'all in here, to help
Make
the
sure
algorithm,
y'all like.
yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. And yeah, hit the like.
Facts and tap into Patreon, man. I'm telling you, it's a different community in there.
The All-22 surprisingly brought more concerns from the defensive end. He's not talking about.
Oh, you mean and?
No, he's the defensive end, the defensive side. He's not talking about defensive ends.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, wait.
Seems the defensive players were guessing at all 3 levels. I agree. Yeah. I'll be at that game. Yeah, I should be at that game. T-Cal, did their handling of you turn you off for any future offers from them, or was it the fans and trolls? That's for another day. That's for another day. If you're in Patreon, you know as soon as I arrived. Yeah. See, I'm not even dealing with trolls. I'm just gonna ban trolls. I don't got time for it. Yeah. Malachi Carney should have.
Boy,
Up to at the
boy. Don't
least.
watch that all 22 if you ain't ready. Boy. Malachi Carney. Lord.
Yep. How can I get money and freedom like you? Work at Papa John's. Start there. That's what I did. Yeah, the DBs weren't tackling at all. At
And
all.
then
At all.
you could see the vice versa from the way Georgia Tech DBs is coming down and just it's like Baylor and BYU.
They're scared. They're also all 22 finally explains why Carter is constantly late to the party on so many plays. Yeah, they have to fix that.
No, yeah, that's got to get fixed.
Yeah, wideouts have to block much
You
better.
mentioned that in all 22.
Yeah, Caden Salter had a 75-yard touchdown run if Omarion just holds his block to the correct leverage for a half more second, 80-yard touchdown, 75-yard touchdown run.
Facts. It's in all 22. Just be prepared. If you only watch the game, when we drop this all 22, it's a completely different game. Like a completely different game. Just letting you guys know.
How many, and I don't like mention his name, how many times did you see him upset last year? Run the ball, set up play action, absolutely.
I don't say set up play action, but I did run the ball. Run that ball. Hey, they did it.
Appreciate you. You're gonna love it. I promise you're gonna love it in Patreon.
Yeah, man, you're gonna love it. So much in there. And it's real. Like it's real.
Kev, appreciate. I know he's saying something crazy. Kev, dog, what's wrong with you? I think you're missing what CP's game plan was. You know, you can roll over timeouts for next season. They're just like cell phone minutes.
Appreciate the super chat, Kev. Appreciate the super chat.
I feel like we could have ran it more. And that's the thing that you see on all 22 is they were planning to run it more with the RPOs, but the run read was taken away. So then they did the rest. That's I'm worried because the reporter asked Prime about the receiver's lack of involvement, and he said we will correct that. Yeah, that's not what needs to be corrected. What needs to get corrected is like one, you need to take accountability for not calling timeouts at the end of that game. Not just to stop the clock, but also to get your team composed. And it's important for a team, and I'm telling you this as a player. I got to see my coach hold himself accountable. If I don't see you hold yourself accountable, you're not holding me accountable. And that's just how I am. And that's
so the standards got to be the standard.
That's why I'm not a good employee. I got to see you hold yourself accountable because it starts from up top. So you hold yourself accountable. Don't say, oh, I'm not going to call the timeouts. Say, hey, I messed up. I can't believe we didn't call those 2 timeouts. Even if we didn't use it to stop the clock, we should have did it before the Hail Mary. So we could have got our composure for my players, came up with a better plan. We should have used it when we saw that they were blitzing off of our right, when all of our receivers were to the right. We should yeah. Nobody did. That did not occur anywhere. Anywhere.
I don't know. Maybe the opposing teams.
Jay Shaw, the troll, said, I like that we can see an actual process plan. Although it didn't bear results, we can see the process opposed to just vibes. It had results. It had results. It didn't get the result of the win, but I think it had results. The run game was moving. Things were moving.
Shout out Jay Shaw. You want to come on the panel? Told you in Patreon.
Yeah, come on.
You want to come on the panel? Come on up. I told you in the next live. You want to come on? Jump on.
Otherwise, I'm gonna put him in timeout anyways. Dina, appreciate the super chat. It's my first time seeing you on here. Thank you for your breakdowns and then explaining things to people like me who are still learning football. Absolutely, and that's what I love about our Patreon community.
Yeah,
we have all types of demographics, all types of football experience, and I said on Twitter the other day, I really wish the world would be a better place if people just admitted that they don't know football.
Right.
And then decided to learn instead of saying, oh, no, I know this. And then try to argue like that's That's not what it's for.
Yeah.
Jameer, appreciate the super chat, fan. I love how boys keep it a buck. I need to see the wide receivers get more throws like Brown and O, and I need Salt to take the easy first downs with his feet. You'll see the all-22 tonight. It's not going to be there wasn't a lot of like open throw. Like the receivers weren't open other than hitch routes. Like there wasn't he should have that didn't really occur. Yeah, where the likes at? Make sure y'all get the likes up.
Run them lights up, man.
We got 400 people in here concurrently. We need to get the likes up.
I got something to say, chat. Yeah, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We in here. That was game 1.
What do you say to people critiquing Pat about not running the ball on 3rd and 2s or punting on 4th down? The punting on 4th down wasn't a bad idea. They were around midfield. Georgia Tech is not the team, and I'm almost positive, if I'm not mistaken, they punted the ball and Georgia Tech punted it back on that 4th down. Give Georgia Tech the Jay Shaw asked for the link.
All right, Jay Shaw.
Yeah. How am I? CT, can you drop it in?
Yeah, I'll send it to him.
I'll put it in page here. Oh yeah. Sorry. You hold on. I already got it pulled up.
Okay.
Can you read the question on there?
What do you say to the people critiquing Pat about not running the ball on 3rd and 2s or punting on 4th down? What do you say?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure on that one that Georgia Tech ended up punting, but the last thing you want to do with a offense like Georgia Tech is give them the ball at midfield.
Right.
It's going to end terribly.
Yeah, facts.
It's going to end absolutely terribly. I just put in the private Patreon chat, Jay Shaw. Yeah, hit the like. They will get better. Put a belt to peach performance on Delaware.
Manuel, people saying the same thing about Georgia Tech.
If they can do that to Delaware, I'll be very impressed. Delaware's a very well coached team. They don't have the athletes. They don't have the just raw talent, but they can coach their ass off. That I can tell you.
Yeah, that's they got to show up, man.
I have a question to them. Tall question. Why is Colorado tackling technique still bad? I never see tackling technique taught by the coaches. It doesn't seem like a priority at all. It's because they're not strict on it in practice. Like if you watch any of the practices that we watched live on YouTube, I kept saying that's a missed tackle. That's a missed tackle. People are saying the whistle's blown. You have to practice.
If you're not practicing,
do everything a certain way, and it has to become habit. And you can see it from practice. And I said there's gonna be a lot of missed tackles. Did they miss any tackles? I just saw that at the bottom. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
When they miss tackles, you show the effort of get up and try to still get to the ball. Don't just lay there. Don't jog. I think you got to emphasize the effort on that. Keaton Wade, boy, he came backside and saved the touchdown. I kid you not. In the all-22, Keaton Wade comes backside and literally saves the touchdown.
I'm sorry. I got to go to this. That's actually crazy. Like I'm just gonna pull up the defense really quick, and I guarantee within the first few plays I can find it. Oh yeah, my dog
Jay Shaw was good.
He been ducking the bip scout forever. Been trying to get him on as a corner scout. He be playing, ducking forever.
Rare day off, brother. Rare day off.
This is a former D1 corner. Played at Akron, right?
Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio. I'm tripping. Played at Ohio. Muhammad Sanu dunked on him over and over. That
didn't happen.
That happened. It's our guy Jay Shaw. But I'll let y'all see it when the all 20 when we dropped all 22. They missed hella tackles.
Yeah.
They missed hella tackles. Jay Shaw, talk to us about what you saw.
Yeah, drop it. How you feel?
So yeah, I checked out the all 22 that you dropped up in the Patreon, and a lot of it was just fundamental stuff, like just stuff that you usually do in practice that just wasn't getting done. So something like pursuit drills, right?
Yep.
And the pursuit drill in practice is just everybody making sure that they know what angles to take when a big or explosive play happens. And a lot of the stuff that seems elementary if you drill this stuff, and I know they do drill it because we see it in all the well-off videos and all that
I don't know
stuff.
if I've seen a pursuit drill. I don't know if I've seen one.
I thought I seen one, but yeah, I mean maybe not based off of
How they're
how the
playing.
game went. Yeah, but just bad angles. A lot of the physicality, kind of wasn't there. That we've been accustomed to. Really, I mean, previously they've had Travis was a guy. As much as people talk about him not being a corner, quote unquote, Travis was pretty physical. He was willing.
Yes.
He's not a big hitter, but if he saw an opening, he did go and attack it. And what I saw from some of the DBs was just the unwillingness to go and attack the ball when that lane did open up.
Yeah. And it made it. So there is now I just remembered Ben Finnis-Sith and Tawfiq Bayer. They came on some blitzes where you're getting a run, so at some point you got to set the edge where they're getting too far upfield. So that ended up being an issue. And then, like Jay Shaw was saying, there's moments where there's a corner there, somebody's outside, somebody's inside, the hole's there. You got to attack because the quicker you get there and close the space, you're gonna make the tackle. And then we got our free safety 20, and I know Jay Shaw couldn't wait for that because he'd been saying it for a minute. I said, give him one more shot. Let's see if they coach him. But there's one or two things on the field: what I coach you to do or what I allow you to do. So that I'm putting that on coaching because you've been practicing with him in the spring, in the fall, and you're still putting him at 15 yards and allowing him to backpedal. Just like that one rep we saw where he was waiting in practice for the ball carrier to get there. And then he ended up tapping him, and Coach Prime said, "Good job, Carter." No, not good job. Those habits carry over to the game.
And then even some of the tag offs in practice, right? A lot of the tag offs that I see is the reach.
We did at the same time.
As opposed to it's coming here, right?
Yeah, at the hip. Literally, you need to have your knees bent and tag off on the hip because you're putting yourself in the right body position. And if you can't tag them off on the hip like this, it's a missed tackle.
Right.
And a lot of it is, because of the way that they changed the game, is less physicality during that camp period. So that a lot of the times, which, it's not just Colorado, we saw it all over week one. Alabama had problems doing it.
Yeah.
It's just when you get to week one, that's your first time really experiencing contact, right? Colorado has this thing where they don't tackle receivers. That's new. We when it was a scrimmage, everybody was full go besides.
Well, we can wait to hit the receivers when practice.
Yeah. But I think that's why, back to what we were saying, some of those DBs had some of that hesitation when going into make contact because the only time that they've had contact is when a running back broke on the outside. The very few times that does happen during camp.
Yeah, and I've seen them do the drill where you got the DB on one side, the receiver on one side. You make that full contact. Make that the competitive drill. Put that in front of everybody. You miss a tackle, you get embarrassed.
Yeah.
You're going to learn how to make those tackles.
Because those get embarrassed.
Yeah.
The good thing to Penn State, LSU, like that's been one of the things that, before everything got too social media crazy, that used to be the things that you would see online. Like you would see that LSU calls it their big cat drill.
Yeah.
And you would see it like,
let's see who want to get nasty. You got to get through like 3 blockers in the big cat drill and then finish and tackle a ball.
Saquon Barkley. That's how we found out about Saquon
Barkley, boy. Yeah, I just watched that clip.
Right. The whole team won on the Pittsburgh Steelers do it to this day. So
I mean, you saw when I was coaching, we losing them games. I said, hey, we're not doing no scheme, nothing. You over here a blocker.
I need to see who's gonna play.
We're gonna hit. We're gonna see who's gonna tackle. We're gonna see who want to compete. We're gonna see because a lot of tackling is want to. Like there's technique, but a lot of it is want to.
You got to want to go.
The guy that's gonna run full speed and get ran over versus the guy that's gonna sit back and not even make that. I can fix your form, but I need that guy that's going to want to do it. Deuce, appreciate the super chat. So with the game you just seen, do you have us with a better record now? I'm more encouraged about the offense. I was already discouraged about the defense. I'm even more discouraged about the defense. Like it was
they hollering
bad.
for the wrong coordinator.
It was bad. Astro, appreciate the super chat. Was Georgia Tech's defense good enough to warrant our two best receivers having one target apiece, or is that play calling? So Georgia Tech primarily did what I said Colorado should do. They kept everything in front of them. They're playing a lot of cover three. We're not going to let you beat us deep. So if you're going to throw, it's going to have to be timing routes and it's going to have to be quick. So yeah, you can say you want to get them on some more of those, but this is what people need to understand about football. If I'm running the ball and running it well, I don't care if I got Randy Moss at receiver. We're going to keep running the ball.
We're going to keep losing.
We might have 250 rushing yards this game, and then the next game receivers are going off, and we might have 2 rushing yards and 400. You just have to go with what the defense is giving you. And I think they did a great job of taking what the defense was giving them and not trying to – you don't want to try to force stuff. And I think with the past 2 seasons and all the pass plays, people are, used to that now.
As an Eagles fan, you were speaking to the choir. If you go to AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, hey, they want us to beat them with Barkley. We just go beat you with Barkley. We gonna run it. It doesn't. You can't stop it. Why are we gonna switch it up? If you're not stopping us running, why are we just gonna flip on and say, "Oh, let's just start throwing it"?
Because the media wants
to run. You gotta stop the run first.
I don't know if I don't know if Leftwich is like really on staff.
Yeah, I think he just pops up.
Was he at the game?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. He's a quarterback. That's what I.
Hey, TK. So, what do you think about Colorado? Like Georgia Tech gave a lot of mix and match coverages, right? Mm-hmm. One side of the field is playing one defense, the other side of the field is playing another. What do you think Colorado? How do you think their defense should approach that? Because right now, I think that they're kind of just one thing across the board for the most part. I didn't see them, mix and match a lot of stuff. Do you think that would help?
So what you guys say, talking about? He's talking about, you say mix and match.
Yeah.
Like, you explain that.
So like cover 6. But we used to call it quarter half. So you're doing different things. So you're not just playing just straight cover 4. You're not just playing straight cover 2. The thing with that is it confuses the hell out of a quarterback. Because if you're looking at this safety in this corner, you're like, okay, I got cover 4. If I got cover 4, then I know I'm going to be able to hit this route. Then you look to the other side, it's completely different coverage. And then the other thing with that is I don't think they match in their zones either. I don't think they have any matching zones. I think it's all just drop your zone and stay there, which I think is probably good for them because of the communication issues. I don't think that's something they should get into. But I do think that they need to mix in more of those, play this like a cover 3 cloud where you're rolling the safety over the corner. So it looks like cover 2 to that side. It's really cover 3. Other corner is belling, maybe some inverted cover 2. Like the play call, it's pretty basic. It's going to be from Colorado. It's going to be cover 1 with a low hole rat or robber. It's going to be cover 3, or it's going to be a fire zone. Like that's it. Like there's not in Tampa 2 every now and again, but they're not going to run cover 4. They're not going to run palms, which I'm fine with. They're not going to run any set. They're not running mod. It's just those. They're not inverting. I don't even think they invert any cover 3s with who's going to be coming into the box and who's not. That there's one play Ben Finnison was supposed to be the curl flat player, didn't get anywhere, did not buzz out
the other way. He's got that dig. He said, "Oh, you going the wrong way."
I think that's why we didn't see him later on in the game.
Oh yeah, it was. He had bust. Yeah. Bust.
But then another thing I don't like about that defense is it doesn't seem. Again, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like they don't have rules for the stacks or close splits. So if there's 3 wide receivers to the side, do they zone it? It doesn't seem like they have rules. It's kind of like my man, I draw my rider. Like they're still chasing motions across formations. I think the Haynes King touchdown, his first one, it was, DJ got there late, but that was because he ran an orbit motion with the receiver.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if they have those rules set, but again, there's a lot of players that haven't played before. So as you know, it takes a while to get that just second nature. Like
Mhm.
It takes till 2 years to be able to just look at somebody and say, hey, yeah, we banjoing this because they too close. And you know, it's been times where we banjo stuff where the receiver might not have been close, but we just know the route that's coming.
Yeah, because you know the formation, you know what they like to do out of it. And what banjo is, and what Jay Shaw's talking about is when you're playing man coverage against certain formations, you need, like, there's a bunch of calls. It could be top hat, banjo, traffic. Like, you need to be on the same page with how you're going to play them. And you want to be able to mix up how you're playing them, because you don't want the offense, because there's plays we call man beaters, where if you're just regular banjoing, they'll make it look like they're going to cross, then go back out. DB's confused. So you want to have different things. And to what you're saying about that, the other thing I don't think they do is I don't think they have any triple checks in the zone plays. Like, if it's 3-by-1 in zone in cover 3 or cover 2, I think they're just playing cover 3 and cover 2. In the Saban Tree defense, if we get a 3-by, we got skate, Seahawk, Steeler, stump, stubby, just a whole bunch of different calls.
Simple defense.
We got at least 30 different calls based on how they're playing mini. Like, there's so many different calls to play it different ways because you're mismatched. Like, if you're in cover 2 or in cover 2's a little bit better, especially if you're in Tampa, but like cover 3 versus 3-by-1. Oh, you're going to get cooked by a team. If I run 4 verticals and have a bender from the number 3 receiver, somebody's going to have to make a decision, and I'm going to throw it to whoever's wrong. I don't think they have any triple checks for that. So yeah, there's a lot. Jay Shaw the troll. Y'all know who he is. He not on timeout today since he came on.
He out.
Every troll has a little truth to it.
No, your trolls be having all the truth to it. That's the problem. That is the entire problem. Yeah, and I'm telling y'all, Delaware. I'm telling you, yes, it's a live.
Dad, where you been?
Davion, do you feel like the rotations were a problem? Love was in on that King Lake touchdown, and linebackers were switched out a lot. I understand keeping people fresh, but your best players have to play. I don't think linebackers were switched out. I think they added Sean Myers at a point, but almost every play I saw Hughes and French on me.
But I think with him playing was just they trying to find a personnel to match. Like, I seen RJ
to match the run.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think it's about your best players playing. I think the best players did play. It's not like they just threw Tom, Dick, and Harry out there.
Yeah.
Like, they put guys out there that they thought could make plays. Unfortunately, again, it's young guys. That the Love, I think he's what? How old is he? Might be a freshman, sophomore.
Yeah, something like that.
Sophomore, and he probably didn't play much at his previous school, so that's his biggest game. Like, and Coach Brown says it. He always talks about when you come to Colorado, you're going to play underneath the bright lights, and you're going to have these moments. But your first game underneath lights like that, you could. I don't know. Maybe he's a little nervous, or maybe he was trying.
And not just that, but you played DB. You know how it is getting thrown in mid-game. It's not the same as being out there as a starter where I'm able to get my rhythm. It's like, hey, you step in. And the reason they were rotating the safeties is the safety play was bad. It was bad. And they were like, hey, who can I find that can play?
Preston, get back there.
And nickel's fine. When you got Preston Hodge is your nickel. Preston Hodge can play in the run game. There weren't run plays that happened because of Preston that I remember. So being a nickel wasn't the issue. Got to catch up on a lot of comments. Jay Shaw been rocking with us for forever. I've been trying to get him on BIP scout list. And y'all don't be knowing, like, that aren't in Patreon. Like, we talk to our Patreon people all the time, so we know like
24-hour chat in there, man.
I can tell you his government name. I know everything. I ain't gonna say it, but what else we got?
Boy, all that talent was up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that the coverage-wise of the defensive game plan. I think how they're handling run fits and how they're handling the quarterback was the issue. And Jay Shaw will tell you, as someone on Patreon, I said this back in April when I was there for practice. I said they are not going to be able to contain Haynes King because the way they're handling the quarterback run is awful.
Boy, he took that game over. Boy, Haynes King just started running.
Man, this is Sam. He played safety at Purdue, but I gotta explain it. Gotta make sure everybody knows
on that
what we're talking about. Because otherwise, especially with someone like Jay Shaw, we get in here, we just start talking.
Talking to him like what?
Yeah, they don't do any invert at all. Y'all really gonna see when this all 22 come out tonight, and that's the other reason Jay Shaw's a troll. The whole point of Patreon is we can have like exclusive stuff and like private stuff. Him, Steve, they want everything to go straight to YouTube. No.
Now, I really believe. I think the at least one time you got to break down. You got to break down
YouTube.
Live all 22 because there's a lot of people that think that it's you what do you call it, Monday night quarterbacking or something like that, or you getting announcements like because people swear that they seeing something, but it's easy to look at the game and not know what you're looking at.
Yeah,
you just see somebody running and they get a first down or a touchdown. You're like, oh, that person, whatever. But you don't know that the reason that person is running behind him is just because of great effort. He's not even supposed to be right there. Exactly. Yeah, I think that would definitely be that would be cool for everybody to visually see, and then now you can't really have an opinion if you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's what I love about this. Like, I'm pulling cards. Dina, pregame show on DNVR, they are already talking as if we won the Delaware game. I really hope they don't take it lightly.
Go back last week and see what they said about the Georgia Tech.
Don't do that. And I know Jay Saw the Troll was talking about it, how that Delaware didn't look the best against Delaware State. They played in the rain game. One of the worst things you can do in football is think you're going to see the team you saw last week. So if you're expecting them to look against Colorado, how they looked against Delaware State, hey, more power to you. But I'm telling you,
is their quarterback out?
The starter, I believe, is. But
their quarterback situation was like 1A, 1B.
Yeah, because the other
wasn't
one,
like
he's the real runner. Mina something
Minucci or something.
Yeah.
Minucci or something.
He's the real runner. He's who they gonna run so many motions and so many shifts, and we'll probably get to them in Patreon tomorrow. We'll probably get to them in Patreon tomorrow. But yeah, they're gonna be ready for Colorado. Defensively, I haven't watched them at all defensively, so I don't know what to expect there. But offensively,
better show up, man. Better show up. Don't take nobody lightly.
Yeah.
You don't get that benefit.
No, not drop Ariel. They 2 hours.
Ariel's another one of those. Yeah.
It's like you guys are supposed to stay. Y'all funny, man. Yeah, something like the Minucci. You like that? Would you be down to do another show with DNVR if they asked you? Yeah, I got no problem with DNVR at all. Those are my guys. They do exactly what they
Shout out RK. Jay.
They are true Colorado fans.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Minacucci. That's what it was. I do it. See. All right, you gotta get put in timeout on the live. Like, what's like? We can't just get through nothing, man. He just can't help himself. Like, huh? And we talked about this. I don't know if I don't know if Leftwich is really there. Also,
that's not a bad comparison.
Calling a hell. I can't wait to show this game. And me and Jay Shaw said this in the live watch party, like at the same time. I said, "Hey, this offense looks significant." I said, "This is even if they lose,
motion, the shifting,
they're on their way." Like we were both so impressed.
Man, they was trading tight ends.
Yeah, the tight end running back. I'm like, hey,
split backs back there, motion, orbit motion.
They were doing a lot. I think we saw a return motion where they went to the center and came back to see what covers there. And I'm like, hey, it's in a bag. I like that. I like that. How much they got to pay you to help, bro? It's not even it's for me to get paid, it'd have to be, I don't know. It's not just a money thing. Like, you have to listen to what I say.
Exactly.
Like
you can pay me however, but if you're not listening to what I'm saying, it is.
And what's crazy is, and they don't even know this, I would have done it for free, just to pop and show that I'm like that. If you would have listened to everything I'm saying, like, don't have me as a consultant and then y'all go out there running stunts with the D tackles when I told you not to.
When I
do
seen
that,
you the
guys.
best right tackle in football, that tell you to get him, get him.
You got
Oh, damn, he was on there, wasn't he?
Bro, the best right tackle in college football. And I tell you to get him, go get him.
Oh, you didn't see the text message I put in Patreon?
Oh my God.
Nah.
He's not even
Did you watch the
back
defense
in
all
Boulder.
22?
He's got warrants in Boulder.
Yeah. I showed it at the end of that, but I put the screenshot in there when he hit the portal because we ranked him early. I said, hey, it's the best right tackle in the portal. I said he's gonna be the best player in your O-line day one. I said he single-handedly changes the win total. I ain't never seen nobody. I've watched Joe Alt, who's at the Chargers now, I believe. I watched what he did against Sam Ogunlola and Deion Hayes 2 years ago. I ain't never seen nobody do Sam how Malachi Carney did or Arden
can't
Walker.
come back to Boulder, boy.
All right, so if you're self-scouting, you're on Colorado staff, right? If you're self-scouting, what is for defense?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you have to make the biggest change at? Safety. And what is the change?
Got to make it at safety because I can't play with 10 players on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's the case, we're gonna just remove a safety and we're gonna add an extra linebacker, and we might even run 4-6 like at that point. And the change, it has to be with coaching. Like, because you can't 15 yards back and backpedaling at the snap of the ball defeats the entire purpose.
Now, to shoot him some bail, like I said, Livingston does come from the NFL, and it's a lot of stuff.
They play deeper.
Yeah. NFL safety's playing at 20, 22 yards.
But they're not backpedaling.
True. That's true.
Like Earl Thomas used to play deep. His
Mm-hmm.
feet used to be flat, not moving, and then he would trigger. So if I'm fine with you playing that deep, but first step got to be downhill. Like, you can't play that deep and get your read steps. That's like for a 3-step drop in shotgun, you catching the ball and then taking 3 steps. Like, no, you catching it was the 3-step. You don't get to take extra steps back. That's going to mess up the timing. So that's one of the biggest things. There's a lot, golly, but
because you can't change your scheme necessarily either at this point, right? Because the season is full go. So that's tough. I think they need to run more 2 high looks if they're going to utilize their safeties in the run game, like how they're.
But that's the thing. Livingston doesn't like cover 4. He says it's too expensive.
What do you mean by too expensive?
Put in too many guys. It costs too much. Like, you have to have too many guys, away from.
Oh, away from the ball.
Yeah.
Quarterback. Okay, I see. Gotcha.
So it's costing you too much as far as run lanes. Now, what I do with my high school team and what I do like for run is mod, which is basically cover 4, where both your safeties are playing at 10 yards and they run in that alley.
That's what we played. We call it a type 4, and we played our safeties. We have safeties at 9. Safety away from the back was at 9.
Mm-hmm.
And his whole premise was to fit in between the 2 backers. The backers had the outside. If you fit between the 2 backers, you get run action. He's gone, but you got to tell your corner that. But you also can't really run that against a spread look. That's got to be more in, 2 receivers on one side, tight end, running back. Against one speed,
12 personnel type.
So I gotta ask you guys this then. As a fan, are we talking a lack of coaching or a lack of talent? When you're talking about the secondary, is it coaching or talent?
I think the same thing I would say about North Carolina, right? They don't have quite yet the personnel that is needed to run the scheme that he wants to run. So, like I said, a lot of in the NFL is a totally different game than college, which is why you see these guys that used to coach in the NFL come down to the college level and they play against teams like Georgia Tech, the teams like Kansas and Kansas State, the North Dakota States. It's a completely different game because you have to include so much of that quarterback run that is not in the NFL. Because NFL, I can't afford to run my quarterback that many times. I'm paying him $200 million. So that adjustment for them is I think is a learning curve to where getting the right guys in their system. Whereas, we're going to see it from Ohio State too. Matt Patricia, we just didn't see it because he played against, Arch Manning, who is he's more. They want to run more of that NFL style. They don't want to
Yeah.
put him in the running game that much.
Mhm.
So Matt Patricia kind of got to let loose. Like some of them blitzes he was throwing at, it was like, oh my god. But if he's playing Haynes King and they run a counter off of that, he's out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. Yeah, okay. Got it.
I don't think. I'll just say I think they failed in the transfer portal.
Mm.
Just failed. Don't think they got the pieces that they needed. I don't. They didn't get a true. And Otis can do it at times, but they didn't get a true guy that can just eat the double teams to where
Yeah.
And what really made me mad, the DTs, man, because a lot of the problem was the offensive line for Georgia Tech's climbing to the second level easily. If you're climbing to the second level quick, that means my DT needs to be in the backfield. Like you got to be getting vertical, but we're not seeing that happen. So I think it's talent and coaching. Now, no matter the talent level, I feel like you can coach around. If you can really coach, like I talked to my cousin, he's a head basketball coach, D2 at Mars Hill University. I said, like, how can you be like the best coach in basketball? Because like there's so much stuff that isn't scheme, like where you teach the players to shoot better. Like football, I feel like you can scheme even without the talent, and you can use it to cover up weaknesses so much easier if you really know what you're doing. But I think D tackle, I said it all offseason, it terrifies me, and that's really where everything started. And I think we're seeing Coach Prime's philosophy not work, as far as he said, building outside first. I mean, that didn't really build at safety, but the trenches. And even though they have good pass rushers, the DNs was getting whooped too, outside of Keaton Wade. Everybody was getting whooped. So I don't know where you really go from here as far as scheme wise. And I know Livingston's like, part of his philosophy is keep things simple. So because that's your philosophy and that's what you've ingrained, it's kind of hard to say, okay, now
we can introduce something that's less complicated.
We need to start doing this, because it didn't even look like they had the simple stuff down.
Right, because even when you see the all 22, man, they're like they're not even communicating with each other, right? Like, and that's defense. You're like,
and somebody please find a clip of me lying. Before I said that the safeties need to be calling out the formation and personnel each play, it never showed up in any of the practice videos that we saw. Like that stuff, like I don't know how you allow a single practice to go by, a single walkthrough, and not have that happening. There's a lot. I ain't gonna say too much today. We got a long season to get through, but there's a lot that needs to be handled and coached correctly.
Do you think that's the drawback from the transfer portal about not having continuality in schemes? Just because guys, you bring in 20 new guys every year, and you got 6 new starters on your defense, to where now, even if you wanted to build off of what you did in year 1 into year 2, you now have to teach these new guys the basics first.
So for most schemes, I would say that for sure, but not so much with this scheme. Like they got 5 play calls. Like we see, like they're not running the Saban tree defense that has, and like I want people to understand this. So in the Saban tree defense I played in, the one Charles Kelly ran, team would come out. We'd have a play. Let's say cover 7. We're in cover 7. If it's 3-by-1 in cover 7, I now have the option of 15 different things that I can change that side of the defense to as the safety, just because of that formation. Cover 6, I now have all these different things, like extremely complex. But like I said, I don't see them doing triple checks. Like I've never seen them have somebody buzz who wasn't supposed to be there. I've never seen them play. I've never seen them play trap corners. We saw Georgia Tech playing trap corners, came down and banged somebody. Like it's pretty basic. It's pretty basic. So from that standpoint, I don't think that affect. I think Livingston probably does that because of the transfer portal. Like I don't want to do too much And then, I have all these new guys. The transfer portal it's a touchy thing, man, because when we played, we were in prison.
Yeah,
Like,
you got to do
like the coaches talk to you crazy. You can't afford, because you have to go down a level. Like, you can't transfer to another school, otherwise you automatically lose a year. So I'm loving seeing that they have a way to go to a better situation. But then from the other perspective, it's like, well, you get these guys and then they leave, and then you don't want to depend on high school because they're gonna leave too.
Everybody goes, yeah.
I think they could definitely limit it to 2 transfers, though. I definitely think they could limit it to 2 transfers. Like, if you pick wrong 3 times, you're just stupid.
Yeah, that's personal.
Yeah, but yeah, I think they could definitely limit it to 2 transfers. I saw some questions on here. And I was gonna say, like, Tennessee. I was talking to Colton about their scheme. He said, man, they run like 30 different types of cover 4. Like, they just have all different. Because he had some busts. He had like 3 busts. They didn't get taken advantage of, but those are negative plays that nobody knows was busts, other than if you really know what you're looking at and watching. But that's what happens when you have, transfers and you're adding in. You have a super complex thing, because this isn't like when me and Jay Shaw was playing, where damn near everybody gonna be there for at least 3 years. So you can run the same thing over and over.
That's how the good was able to stay so good. You at that point, Alabama had plug and play. Oh, you gone? This guy's been in the system. He got to sit for 2 years. He knows everything, and it just.
I agree with this, Moses.
To the league.
That they don't know what the point of their alignment assignment is, and that's something I've talked about so much on this channel. And how I was as a player, I was a why guy. I'm gonna ask you why. Why are we doing this? Why? Because I need to know. If I understand why we're doing this, then it'll help me execute it better. So I need to know, hey, why am I having you align over the guard? Because flow's this way. I want you to be the flow so the gap can come to you. All right, that clicks. Now I understand. But yeah, they definitely understand that.
Yeah, make sure you guys like, share, comment, tap into Patreon, man. It's a different world. We over 500 strong. I hope them likes is way up. Y'all getting knowledge. Jay Shaw on the screen. Good.
Seth, if you're talking about this is a brand new defense as far as players, yes, this isn't a brand new defensive scheme. It's not.
And they got desperate at the end of that 4th quarter. When you watch the all 22 defensive breakdown, they started putting anybody in. Like, so I'm like, was that a lack of preparation? Like, are they just assumed, hey, this is who we're gonna go with? And when they realized it wasn't working out, like you just saw a lot of players coming in on the back end of that defense.
And Alex said that's on the position coaches not building the expectation in the rooms, and on the head coach for not correcting it. It all falls on CP. Good job, Carter. The standard is standard. Agreed, 1,000%.
Yeah, that's got to be the standard.
Even my high school kids have multiples to 3x1, empty to the side, etc. Yeah.
I was coaching high school, man. We had checks for checks, man. They come out in 3x1. We going to go to triangle covers. They come out 2x2. We gonna play it. We had checks for checks. We was blitzing in empties. We had certain blitzes to go.
Well, you just said it. You had a play it call. The fact you have a play it call means that's something you don't usually do. And what that means is play it means no matter basically what they come out in, we're staying in our base coverage. The fact you have that means that all the other times you're checking to other things. Like, we rarely called play it. Like, play it. It was like, play it. We just gonna just rock it. Like, because you have so many checks and you have so many adjustments. Like, people don't understand how complex the defensive side of the ball can really be.
I didn't. I said, man, don't they just run at each other? What we talking about? That's your man. This is my man. Hey, whatever.
Bleacher Report just emailed me, or us, because I told him it was done. I said, all right.
Oh, yeah, that was.
What was said when you tried to send them Carney? I was left on red. Don't bother me, though. Hey, I'm trying to help. I was trying to help out for the free 99. Oh, sorry. Has Stoutmeyer shown the coverage, not the coverage awareness? Stoutmeyer's fast. He's a straight line speed guy. He's not a lateral mover. Actually, no. This is a question for Jay Shaw. I'm glad you're here. Go ahead.
Speed for sure. He's athletic. He's built. He's a big kid. He's fast. Coverage awareness. I don't think he's not there yet. Partially, maybe because he was played corner his whole life up until last year.
Mhm.
And so I think he's taken his corner rules to safety, which you can't really do. We've also, I mean, it's early to tell for this season. I haven't seen him much besides being the deep hole player. But I think Carter is one of those guys that's going to listen to exactly what you tell him, and that's what he's going to do. So he's not going to color outside the lines and let his instincts take over, right? So if you tell him you have everybody between this hash and this hash, he's going to say, okay, got it. He's going to do that rather than somebody else that says, okay, my first responsibility is this hash to this hash. But if I see this, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, he played at Ohio. And Jay Shaw, it's crazy that I'm having to translate for Jay Shaw because last year he was you funny, man, because you always be wanting me to be gloves off and you always be saying all this, but then you get out here and what he's saying is Carter's playing like a robot. Whatever you tell him to do, he's going to do exactly that. Nothing more, nothing less. He's not letting instincts take over. He's not understanding, what's going on, and that's what's really missing. When I was at Nevada and dealt with terrible coaches, it was to the point where I was playing to not make a mistake. So I became a robot. It's hey, coach did this. Then when I decided to transfer, like 2 games into my sophomore year, then I was back to regular me because I didn't give a what the coach was talking about. I'm
just going to make a play.
Anyways, I'm about to play football, and that's when I started playing my best football. So, he's playing like a robot, and like people will never understand how good Cam Sumlin-Craig was. Like the way he played safety, the way safety's meant to be, and he could do that from a high safety. He could do that from in the box. Like he just played football. Coach said this. He against Kansas, he didn't keep contained on one of the. It was like a screen or a flat route. He went inside all the blockers, came back around and made the tackle. Like football player, man. And that's what I don't think there's a lot of football players on that team right now. Like
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yes. Cam has been a guy.
Yeah.
I remember watching him at Jackson State. I was like, oh yeah, he's different.
Yeah, and I had never seen him until we had him on and was watching it with him. What do you think of Merritt's tackle? He only played about a minute, but he was very. I mean, he had a tackle, but effectiveness isn't. I don't base that on tackles. I base that on your assignment, what you're doing, not just a tackle.
Especially on the D line, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot more that goes into that. He doesn't feel the game. Just the first game, it would be more of a concern if this was week 5 or 6.
Nah, buddy, it's a concern.
Yeah.
It was bad.
There's certain like Georgia Tech saying this. They're saying, hey, that was just the first game. Yeah, we played bad, but we know we're going to play better. Colorado shouldn't have been in that game. Like, if Georgia Tech does what they're supposed to do, if they don't have the turnovers, it would have been crazy. So there's a lot to be left. Carter's Stanford game wasn't that bad. We did the All-22. That's Jay Shaw's favorite game ever. But we ended up showing it wasn't that bad. And see, that's the other thing I don't like. It's just I see everybody talk about Carter versus Stanford. No Colorado fans ever mentioned Travis versus Stanford. Like it was always, he's got an injury. Like he had 120 yards and 2 touchdowns on the other side. Like just keep it consistent. If you're gonna critique one player, critique every player. Don't pick and choose who you critique. T-Cal, do you have any confidence in the current coaching staff to actually develop players? Let me think of players that I've seen get developed at Colorado.
I think Coach Phillips for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely. He's my favorite coach.
Him, the tight end coach Bartolone.
I don't know if I've seen any tight ends get developed. Can't lie to you.
Well, the fact that he has a tight end that used to play DN.
Who's that?
Smalls.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he played tight end in high school. He's from Seattle, and he was ranked like a 4-star as a tight end too. Like he was.
Oh right, yeah, he did play.
He never chose. Like he was big. He was a 5-star overall. He was. He played a lot of tight end.
So he been that guy then.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't say we haven't seen him this year, so we can't say how he's improved. But I can't name anyone that I can think of right now that I've seen get developed, and I thought there was someone that I had seen get developed, but I can't think of any. I can't say Anquin Barnes. He's strong as hell, plays with a great motor, but I'm still not seeing.
It'd be like Brandon Davis
from him.
Like Brandon Davis swing, but they moved him inside D tackle. They put him in a whole nother position.
Michael Welch. I don't know if we can say we've seen him develop because he had so many limited carries last year. I think him losing weight was the biggest thing. I think him losing weight was the biggest thing. He looks better, but I think the losing the weight, he's quicker and everything. Brandon Davis Swain, I haven't seen enough to say he's been developed yet.
He's still young though.
Yeah, Cam, just like he said, Cam was playing the same way he was playing at Jackson State. I don't think Shador developed at all, and I've said that. I told Bucky that I don't. Preston Hodge is Preston Hodge, and I don't think Travis didn't develop as a corner. Like his Jackson State. Matter of fact, because you watched the.
I wish Travis would have developed more into a technically sound corner. That's my one, because I think if he had of, or if he does, I think that we would have been having a very, very different conversation about him as a DB. Like, no, it would have been no questions about it. But I think
because you watched Jackson State, like, how do you think his cornerback?
He was pretty much the same player. What I give him is he did get more physical, and I think that's just off of having more confidence in his body. Being older. But as far as technique and staying square at the line and all of that stuff, it's kind of been pretty consistent. But I mean, again, maybe it's because you're practicing two positions. I don't know, but that's something I definitely would have wanted to see from him, because I really think that he could really be that guy.
Like I can tell you specifically, and we'll do his all 22 and do a breakdown. Just from the spring, Colton Hood significantly developed at Tennessee. He looked like a different player at Tennessee. His technique, he just from being there has. I'll compare when we do his breakdown. His technique has changed, so it's a different level. I haven't seen guys really develop like Travis, even as a receiver. His route running, I don't think it ever developed. It's still a lot of just free routes. Like, it's not okay, I'm gonna be at this point right here, and like his route running isn't sharp. Like, he's going off of just being just a freak athlete. Right. Like a freak football player.
Trusting his instincts. Willing to take that he gonna take his shot.
I don't
best
know.
on himself. Yeah.
Q-Hop, appreciate the super chat. Do you think the coaches are too quick to pull certain players for making mistakes and not let them play through? The musical chairs was killing me on Friday.
I think they got desperate.
I don't think they were too quick. Only when you're talking about the okay, yeah, that's a good one. Bentley.
Yeah.
Bentley got developed.
Tajay McCoy.
Yeah, Tajay McCoy, Bentley. I'll add Keaton Wade.
Big dog, yeah.
Keaton Wade is playing on a different level than he was at Kentucky. Like, a much different level.
Wade playing first.
Yeah, so Bentley, Keaton Wade, I like those for certain. Forgot about Bentley.
But I don't think the coaches was too fast to pull people out of the games. And
me neither.
This is what happens at all colleges, right? So in camp, it's all about seeing who's going to be your guys. So you go through the whole camp saying who's going to be the guys that we rely on. And so in camp, if nobody separates themselves to be that guy, then your room for error is slim to none.
Mm-hmm.
So if CT, me and you are both playing a position, and coach feels, well, we're going to get the same production out of no matter who we put out there between those two. Shaw's going to mess up some plays. CT's going to mess up some plays. So we're just going to ride the hot hand. And you've heard coaches say that, in their press conferences. So if I go out there and I'm messing up, I'm busting coverages, I'm missing tackles, yeah, we won't just put CT in because he's almost as good or the same.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and sit him down because he just doesn't have it this game. Hopefully CT has it. And then you go out there and you play slightly better than I do. Now you're that person that's now trusted because you're doing it underneath live bullets. It's the same thing in camp when the difference between, practice and scrimmages. At our school, we always graded scrimmages double. It was double a grade. So you could be at 75% all through the first week of camp, and you get to that Saturday scrimmage, and now you're grading out of 90. Your average is now, 83, 85.
Yeah, it's jumping you up. Yeah, I agree. I don't think anybody was pulled too fast. The only thing I got an issue with is it should have happened at times last year, and it didn't. That's the issue. We'll get a few more questions before we hop off. I wonder what happened with Bentley. Hopefully he made it. Haven't heard about him. No, I don't think he made a team. I tell people, like, it is extremely hard to even get a mini camp invite. Like that, it is not sweet. Like there are so many players that played at big schools that don't get the opportunity. Like it's hard. It is really hard. Where did I don't know how you say Shermer Call. Okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to use complete sentences. I can't read that. Don't give me a migraine. I saw something about Mathis that I wanted to get to. Where is it? Is it me or does Mathis not teach technique enough? I don't see coaches teaching technique to develop players. That philosophy comes from prime on down. I was there. I watched Mathis teach technique. I watched him correct a player on technique, and I watched the player constantly argue with him. I was on the sideline with Mathis. I was with him the whole practice, and I'm saying things. Hey, stop moving. Why is he moving his feet back? We're already at the goal line. Mathis would yell, like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be inside. Come back, argue with the coach. It's not on Mathis is teaching technique. I can tell you that for a fact. Before practice starts, he's teaching technique. Just to be extra clear. I just remembered. You know what Colton was told last year? He was told that he has to be Manu Ginobili for the secondary.
You went there.
Manu Ginobili. What do you mean?
Sixth man of the year.
Yeah.
Off the bench. Sixth man.
Wow.
The best sixth man.
Won SC Defensive Player of the Week.
Week 1, first weekend. First weekend, the best conference in football.
Nice.
Yeah, but he went. He had to be Manu Ginobili.
Even though you got the duty of guarding T-Mac when you went there. So.
There's some stuff I want to get to, too. No problem. Hey, Will, you funny as hell. You funny as hell. If a player's talking, usually on most teams.
Hey, that happened to me.
What happened to IJ Shaw?
And the bigger problem with it,
Real story.
If I'm behind you on the depth chart, and I see you getting away with talking back to the coach, but then you want to be on me about, don't hold me accountable for nothing. You let him talk to you like that, you don't got nothing.
Yep, I played for Joe Burrow's dad. Yeah, he ain't play that. He said one thing to me like this. I got to talking back. He said, I got something for you.
You got to learn.
Now you can get away with it. You can get away with it if you really
really
really that guy.
You got
Barry Sanders.
You got to be that guy.
You got to be Adrian Peterson all day.
You just got to be solidified. Like it got to be to where you know they can't replace you.
Yeah.
Then you can get your shots off. I used to get my shots off on my D coordinator. He said, "You don't think I'll put somebody else in?" I know you won't. I know you won't. You're not gonna fool me. I know what we got over here. I know you won't.
Go ahead, try it.
Yeah, that's my dog. They started off good against Ole Miss. Had 2 picks in the first quarter. The offense was not moving the ball at Georgia State. Manu, a Hall of Famer though, and a superstar globally. Who did anyone he play behind? Were they superstars or Hall of Famers, or is he playing behind somebody that honestly shouldn't be touching the field?
Who's next? Do your words match your video?
Yeah, this for my boy TKL, CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, the boys, they put it down. I watch them every day.